Another very cold morning here in Columbus, Ohio. I think it's 12 or 13 degrees, but that's still like 16, 17 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. Or actually, I think it was -6. I can't remember. It was so cold. Well, thanks for joining my channel where I talk about mental health and spiritual health. And I like to come on here because I like to see the sunrise. It's a beautiful, beautiful light show from God. Let's call it that. That's what I call it. And I'm here with my dog, Annie. I'm gonna switch using my nose so I don't have to take my gloves off. There's Annie. Annie, she was watching the sun. She was just standing there watching the skylight because it's beautiful. I'm telling you, she notices it. She notices it. When we first get here, she's still watching it. So it's really pretty on the horizon, so we should get a sunrise. Look at that. Hey, blessings, Frank. Yeah, talking about how lucky it is that we've got a sunrise today because the topic is about lights. It's called Window to the Wonderful, and we're going to be in the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 23 through chapter 22, verse 5. And the key verse is Revelation, chapter 22, verse 5. There will be no night there, no need for lamps or sun, for the Lord God will shine on them. Hey, Ryan, good morning. Good morning, guys. We got a great sunrise coming, even though it's cloudy everywhere. On the east, it's not cloudy. So that's why we can see the sun coming up. So very lucky, because today I'm talking about lights and Window to the Wonderful. In fact, Window to the Wonderful comes from a quote from a guy named Ron Murray, who loved cold weather. I don't know, man, this cold weather is a little too much for me, but he loves cold weather. Just like it is today. It's 13 degrees out here, windy. But he likes cold weather because that means the skies are going to be clear. And his job is he takes people on Alaskan photography tours to get pictures of the northern lights, the aurora borealis. And he calls it the window to the wonderful. Good morning, Dolly. So that's why I'm glad. I'm switching with my nose, guys. Sorry. I don't want to take off my gloves. So see, we got some lights today too. How perfect. Even though it's cloudy, God gave me a break and made it clear on the east horizon so that we can see the sunrise. But I am, when you talk about lights, the aurora borealis, or the northern lights, aren't the only ones. And I didn't realize this. I mean, it makes sense, right? There's the southern lights as well. And does anybody know what it's called? It's not aurora borealis. It's aurora australis, believe it or not. Aurora australis. Nose cam. So you can see it in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, and it is beautiful. I've never seen it. I wish I could see it. I would love to see it, the aurora borealis or aurora australis, one time in my life, but I don't think I'll ever get to. I missed out on my Alaskan basketball tournament when I was a senior in high school, or senior in college, because I was injured, so I didn't get to travel to Alaska like my team did. I was really bummed, really, really bummed. Anyway, what we're talking about is lights, and as beautiful as the northern and southern lights are, John, the Apostle John, talks about a different light in Revelation that brought light to everyone, according to his gospel in chapter 1, verse 4. But he writes of a heavenly city, and he describes the source of the light. He says, the city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its lamp. The light source, obviously, is Jesus, and it's referenced in John chapter 1. And for those there will be no night there, no need for lamps or sun, for the Lord God will shine on them. Can you imagine what that light show is going to be like? If we've got this show right here and the aurora borealis and aurora australis. I'm wondering, has anybody seen aurora borealis or aurora australis, the northern or southern lights? And what natural wonders have dazzled you? And the other question is, what's distracting you from reflecting God's light to the world? So, I'll be honest, as miserable as my life and my future life is going to be, I still try to do something positive. Because I have to. Because my life is not my own. So I'm just trying to do what I can do to bring some kind of positivity to this place. I'll have to zoom in here in a little bit. But it's going to be pretty, I think. I think God gave me a little reprieve. It is cloudy. Like, look at this. All those clouds everywhere. Completely cloudy all around us. All around us, except on the eastern horizon. Maybe because God knew what my topic was going to be today, and he gave me a break. I'm trying to be positive, Donut Dolly. I am trying to be positive. I want to do positive things. I appreciate you guys joining too, by the way. I really appreciate you guys. Probably just subscribers around here, but if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hey, I got to zoom in because you can see some brighter lights like right on the horizon. I'm going to try and zoom in. Little nose cam action. See, this is where I should be in horizontal mode. I just haven't done it. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll have to get into horizontal mode. Donut Dolly with the little coffee. Thank you. I could use some. I could use some. There goes Annie. Annie keeps looking over there. Keeps looking at the sun. I swear to God, she knows. Look at this. She just sits there and watches it as the brighter lights come up in the sky. Like, she knows. I guarantee she knows. It's so weird. When it's cloudy, she doesn't do this. Especially when the sun starts to peak up, like in about 10 minutes or so. When the sun starts to come up on the horizon and you can see the rays, basically lightening up the sky, then she stops and looks at the sky. Whatever she's doing, it's insane. One T. Hey, Frank. I hope so. I love God. The universe and earth is listening as well. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Honestly, like, God did a great job. Like, he gave us these sunrises and sunsets to start our day and end our day. And then, you can take a trip and see the aurora borealis or aurora australis, the northern or southern lights. And then to imagine what it'll be like in heaven when it's all light, and the light comes from the Lamb, from Jesus, all the time, from his glory. I mean, how as awesome as sunrises and sunsets and northern lights are, I just wonder what it'll be like in heaven. You're drinking your treat coffee. That's good. That is good. I'm going to need some. I'm not sure what Annie's doing today. She's really not as much running. A lot more stopping and looking at the sky. Hey, Annie. Annie, what you doing? Look at Annie. There she goes. Now she's got her stick. Hey, what's the coolest light show you've ever seen? For me, it's only been like sunrises and sunsets. And most of them have been on Lake Erie and they were all sunsets because we had cottages on Lake Erie, northeast of Cleveland along the lake in Geneva on the lake. So I used to go there and we used to sit on a pier. There was a little lighthouse and we would just watch the sunset. And it was just amazing. You know, some days with clouds, other days no clouds. It's just so beautiful. But I've never seen the Northern Lights or Southern Lights. I'm just wondering if anybody on here has, because that's just gotta be amazing. Like the videos you see look surreal. It looks like a video game. Disneyland is a pretty cool light show, and when I was a kid, I saw a laser show in Vegas. Oh, that's cool, Dolly. That's cool. That's cool. Brian. Dang, it looks pretty hot there. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's 13 degrees and windy, but I think I'm buffered from the wind where I'm standing behind some woods and a frozen creek. Actually, let's see. I gotta use nose cam. Sorry, guys. I am not taking my gloves off. So let's see what the creek looks like. Annie, come on, let's go down here. Check it out real quick. Yeah, it's frozen. But because it melted on the weekend, the snow went away. And then now it's just ice. The creek is just ice. There's no snow covering the creek. It's really pretty, guys. Really pretty here. It's like a winter wonderland with nobody here, and I can let my dog off leash so she can run around and get some exercise. And then on the other side of the creek in the woods, we've got this awesome open farmland and we can watch the sunrise. You can see what's coming up. You can probably kind of tell where it's brightest in the sky. I think I'm gonna make it this morning. I'm not as cold. -6 degrees was way, way too cold yesterday. I mean, I was hurting so bad. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? We talked about the lights, the wonderful lights of the sunrises and sunsets, and also the northern and southern lights, but it doesn't compare to what the Apostle John talked about in Revelation chapters 21 and 22, where there will be no night and there will always be light from the glory of God, from the Lamb, Jesus. And I'm kind of wondering what that light will be like in heaven, considering how awesome sunrises, sunsets, and northern and southern lights are here on earth. Ah, you just woke up. Good. 33 my toe. Oh, hello from France. Yeah, it's a little cold, but it's beautiful. And God allowed the clouds to stop just short of the eastern horizon. So look at this, guys. We've got clouds everywhere. Even when you go to the north, the clouds go all the way down to the horizon. And when you go to the south, the clouds go all the way down to the horizon. And of course, behind me, it's all clouds everywhere, except on the east, where the sun is rising. And I think that is a gift because God knew what I was going to talk about. Oh, it's beautiful now. Yeah, no wind, it's perfect. How do you pronounce Matau? 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 I'm trying to get that correct. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Ooh la la, fancy. Yeah, it's beautiful. And look, Annie, of course, ran by me, and then she stopped and looked at the sky. I wonder, dogs enjoy it as much as we do. It's amazing. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I get up in the morning and I talk about a passage from the Bible, something positive, and I like to do it before sunrise so we can capture the sunrise. And I already did that this morning because I get on at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then I get on at 8 p.m. Eastern time, just for the heck of it, just to hang out at the end of the day. Hey, Jaden. Yeah, I'm getting cold, but I can make it. I can make it. It's too beautiful not to make it. I'm glad he, because I was talking about the lights today in the passage, I'm glad God left a little opening on the eastern horizon where there's no clouds. The only place where there's no clouds. So perfect. Oh, it's getting really beautiful. You can hear the birds too. I'm not sure if you guys can hear them. There's a plane on the horizon. It's so glorious. Annie, where is Annie? That's a good question. She might have stopped looking at the sunrise. Oh, here comes the sun. Do you see it? It's a little piece of the sun coming over the horizon. I'll look for Annie after this comes up. See the sun? Little piece of it on the horizon. My God, it's beautiful. It's huge too. Annie, where are you? Oh, there's Annie. Here, real quick. Pan to Annie. She was down by the creek. I thought she'd be watching the sun. My, it's beautiful. Yeah, Annie's kind of calmer this morning. Not so spastic. That dog park for like 35 minutes or so yesterday really helped. She needed to get some energy out. Wow, I can't even look at the sun anymore. It's getting so bright. Yeah, rah. It is a beautiful morning. Very lucky here. And I was talking about the light this morning. In heaven, there's going to be no night, only light from the glory of God. And that light will be from the Lamb, Jesus. So as awesome as this is, I wonder what It'll look like in heaven. Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to look at the sun, but I am every once in a while. It's making my cataracts worse, which at least I'm having cataract surgery next couple months. Maybe I can see better for a short period of time anyway. The sun is almost fully up in that little slit between the horizon and the clouds. And then it's going to disappear as it rises even further behind the clouds. It's almost fully up, guys. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I am young for cataracts. Yeah, 54 is young. My dad had cataract surgery in either his late 40s or early 50s. So it's a hereditary thing, unfortunately. Yeah. Wow, sun is fully up, fully bright. Woo! I looked at it, now I got a red dot in my eyes when I close them. That's not a good thing. Yeah, it is young, Vicky and Dolly. It's young. But hopefully I'll get them fixed. Hopefully my vision will be okay afterward. Yeah, genetics. Annie, look at Annie. She stopped looking at the sun. Oh, now she sees something. What do you see, Annie? Now she's looking at the sun. It's beautiful, isn't it, Annie? Does it not hurt your eyes? I'm shocked she can just look at the sun like that. I hear a woodpecker in the far off distance behind me. What do you think, Annie? Now she's sitting next to me watching. She's right next to me looking. Now she left. Wow, now it's full up. Full up, full bright. All right, guys. See you, rah-rah. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I will see you guys hopefully tonight at 8 p.m. or tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. I'm going to sign off and go warm up and have a cup of coffee. Everybody else, have a great day. All right, guys. And remember to share some of your light with other people, okay? Because if you accepted Jesus, you've got it in you, and you can share your light with others today. All right? God bless. See you, handsome Hartzler. Thanks for joining. Have a great day, everybody.